Hello students, so today we will start the data frame, that's the new second data structure of pandas. Okay, so firstly we have discussed a series data structure and now this is the second most important data structure of pandas, data frame. So firstly we will discuss that what is data frame. Okay, so data frame, it is a two-dimensional data structure just like any table with rows and column. Okay, so students, data frame is just like a 2D array structure, and 2D array structure is just like a table, and table, it's a combination of multiple rows and columns. So here we will discuss the basic features of data frame. So columns may be of different types. Already we have discussed the things that in 2D array there are multiple columns are present in the table. So all columns are of different types, maybe of different types. Okay, just like you can see here in the example, here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 columns are present in this table, and here serial number, admission number, student name, class, section, gender, date of birth. So all columns are contains different types of data in itself. So we can set the different data type of each and every column. Now size can be changed. We can change the size of the 2D array accordingly. Now labeled axes are known as the rows and column. So there are two axes are available in data frame, x-axis and y-axis, and both x-axis and y-axis labeled with the rows and the columns. Okay, now arithmetic operations on rows and columns can be performed. Okay, so now the next we will discuss that how we can create the data frame in the pandas. Okay, so very firstly you have to clear everything that what is data frame. It is a second most important data structure of the pandas, and it's like a 2D array, and 2D array is a like a tabular structure, combination of multiple rows and columns. And the basic features of data frames are as following, that the column of any data frame can be of different types according to the data that it is stored. Okay, now size can be changed, it is mutable. Now labeled axis should be labeled whether it is row axis or whether it is column axis, and arithmetic operations can performed on rows and columns both. Now after that we will discuss how we can create the data frame in pandas. So students, it can be created with following method, with following ways. Just like you can see here, that we can create the data frame by using the list, by using the dict means dictionary, by using the series, by using the numpy arrays, or by using the another existed data frames also. So one by one we will discuss how we can create the data frame in different ways. Okay, so first of all we will start that how we can create an empty data frame, means the structure that is that can contains a tabular structure but without any data. Okay, so first of all you can see here the code that we have to write to create empty data frame is that firstly import pandas as pd1. All of you are familiar with this statement, how we have to write this statement, because we want to import the pandas library in our program. Now after that we will create one variable df1, and in this variable what we have to do, we have to store the empty data frame, and we have to call the data frame function to create the empty data frame, and we will call the data frame function in the reference of the pd1 variable, because we have stored the pandas library as a pd1 variable. So if we want to call the data frame function, so data frame function definition is already stored in the pandas, so we have to call the data frame function in the reference of the pd1 variable, and we will store this result in the df1 variable. Okay, so I have used here df1 variable. So if you want to take the print of the empty data frame, then we have to print the df1 because we have stored the data frame functions in the df1. So when we will see the output of this program, then you can see that it will show on the screen that empty data frame, columns and index. There is no columns, there is no index, because we have not inserted any element in the data frame, because we have created an empty data frame. Okay, now after that we will discuss how we can create data frame from list. So here you can see the program import pandas as pd1. So students, you can write the second statement, data1. Data1 is a variable. You can write any variable name here. Here I have written the data1 variable name. Data1 equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you will write the array elements. Now after that df1, I have taken another variable. The name of the variable is df1 equals to pd1 data frame data1. So here what I am doing, students, that in pd1 variable reference I have called the data frame function to create the data frame. But now at this time I am not creating the empty data frame, so I have to write the element, and in the element that I want to pass, only row element I am passing here, only row wise element I am passing here, only one dimensional elements I am passing here, that is stored in already in the data1. So I have passed here as a parameter data1 variable in data frame. Okay, now I have to take the printout of the result variable, and the result variable is df1. So I have to take the print df1, and now you can check the output here. So I have stored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a element, as the element, and before element it is showing the index number of that elements, because index number start from the 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and total 5 elements are present in my array, and only one dimensional I have explained here. Okay, so in second example you can see that import pandas as pd1 first statement. Now in data1 I have mentioned the two values in each and every parameter. You can see here in data1 I have started to the array element, so I have used a square bracket, because square brackets are used to mention the array element. Now after that I have written here name and age. Okay, so Freya is the name, then comma, then age of the Freya. Then we have to separate the next record with second record with the first record by using the comma. Then again start the square bracket, again second name, comma, age of Mohak, then comma, then third student name, comma, age. Now you have to close the square bracket of the list and square bracket of the array element also. Now after that in df1 what I am doing here, pd1, in pd1 variables reference I am calling the data frame function, and in data frame function I am just passing the data1 variable in which I have stored the rows and columns for the data frame, and I want to label the column also with the name. The column's name is columns equals to name and age. Okay, so name comma age, I have mentioned here two columns in each list. Okay, so I am mentioning the column name also to label the column. And now when you finally I will take the printout of the result variable, and my result is stored in the df1. So here you can check the print df1. The output of is this column label. You have mentioned name and age, both are displaying here, and the records that you have stored. First record Freya 10, then Mohak 12, then Divedi 13, then Divedi 13. It is showing to you students. Okay, so now in this manner we can create the array with the help of the list. Okay, now after that we will create the data frame by using the dict of nd arrays. Okay, so with the help of the dictionary I am creating the data frame here. So first statement as usual, import pandas as pd1. Now after that in data1 variable we have to mention the dictionary. So by using the dictionary I am creating the data frame. So in curly braces, firstly I have mentioned the column label. First column label is name, and in name I have mentioned the two names Freya, Mohak, and the second column label is age, and in age I am mentioning the two values 9, 10. And now in df1 I am calling the data frame function, and I am passing the data1 variable as a data frame parameters. And now finally I am taking the printout of the df1, and you can check the output here that two columns are labeling here name and age, and two records I have added here Freya 9, Mohak 10. Okay, so now in this manner we can create the data frame by using the dictionary, by using the dict. Okay, and now if you want to mention the rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, rank 4, so you can if you want to change the array index by rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, rank 4 instead of 0, 1, 2, 3. So you can write after data 1 comma index equals to from which number you want to start the index number. You can write here just like in the series we can give the index number to the array element according to our wish. So in the data frame we also can give the index number according to our wish. Okay, so thank you.